Judo come in?
Judo
So
came
you
in.
graduated high school.
I actually started it maybe like the spring of high school because it was
What year in high school?
senior year.
Oh,
Yeah,
for the
so
high
it was
school as a season sport.
no, I actually went
Oh.
to the club, the Hongwanji.
Oh, was that Yoshizu?
No, not with
No.
Yoshizu.
Which one is that?
The one right over here, Wailuku Hongwanji.
Oh, Doris. Sensei Doris.
Sensei Doris.
Yeah.
Sensei Doris,
Oh,
exactly. With Troy
shit.
and Jordan Patel. Jordan
Oh
Patel
my
was
God,
there.
Maui is too small.
It
bro.
is too small. Yeah, you know
Bro,
everybody.
what the hell?
But yeah, I kind of just started it because it was kind of close to what jiu-jitsu was. I wanted to do jiu-jitsu more, but I couldn't afford it.
Uh-huh.
But the Hongwanji program was actually very affordable, and I was paying for it myself too, right? So got into it and then went into it through college.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great fun.
So from that time, because I remember you got your black belt in judo. When was that? That was.
I got it my senior year of college.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And
you're competing, huh? I remember Rel was telling me.
No, we weren't really competing. It was a class. We actually got credits for taking it. And the sensei who taught it was he was a professor up there, and he was from Japan. And he kind of did it as just like because he wanted to get in shape too.
Yeah.
And he's a phenomenal teacher though, like very very tall, lanky, but very like low key dude, very quiet spoken. And all the Hawaii kids were in his class, and he loved us, and we loved him too. So, yeah, it was a great time. I would get college credits for being in that class. It was worth it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, that's even better then.
Absolutely, yeah. And then a couple of years there, he let me kind of teach a couple of classes as well. He slowly got me up to a brown belt, and then in the last class of the year, he gave me my shodan, my black belt, and that was a super cool moment. You always hope to get a black belt in something at some point. Mm-hmm. So I was just super glad to check that little check box off the list,
bro. Wow, it's crazy too because that was because you're like one of those like unassuming assassins, bro. Just like because nobody would know, right? Because in a sense of like especially if we don't see each other in person or stuff like that, and and then you just start flipping bodies and just okay. What were your go-to throws? Like
go-to
in Dandori?
Before I got injured, it was the seonage, morote seonage.
Oh
yeah, the two arm shoulder throw. But I injured my elbow, so I didn't have that range of motion to get it nice and deep underneath anymore. So I started going the old Hawaii style and just started doing drop knees. Drop knees seonages.
Drop seonages, yeah.
They work, but you don't really get that satisfaction of a nice throw. But ever since my elbow, I really like to do the anogi. What is it called? Not uchimata, but
harai.
Haraigoshi, yeah.
On the outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, it's funny because that's my go-to throw.
Yeah.
Harai, because I remember in high school, I remember it was basic ogoshi. I mean, that sounds really dumb, but it would work because I would set it up. I would step in, pop the hip, and then set it up. I mean, it's like a basic armbar. Exactly. And then in nogi, when we started doing nogi MMA, I was like, ogoshi's not working.
Yeah.
Because you need something with the legs and the hips. And I was like, I gotta load more. And then I went back to Sensei Doris a couple years ago. I was like, I gotta refine my judo again. And she was like, oh, why don't you do more harais? And I was like, yeah. Okay, yeah. And then it works nogi with the overhook, and I was like,
yeah, it's great, and you can do it both sides too, left and right.
Yeah.
So there's so much utility with that throw. Love it.
Gonna clean up harai.
Yeah, you get a nice arch on the throw too. People watching it, they're like, ooh.
Yeah, it's a beautiful throw, right? When you land it, it's like, oh, boom.
Right,
you're like,
yeah.
To
a nice scarf hold. Yeah,
exactly.
it's great.
God.